What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So why are we seeing these larger COLA predictions? Why are these coming out? And I just showed you yesterday, we looked at the Senior Citizens League. Their projection went up to 3.2%. We also saw that Motley Fool had their estimate at 3.1%. And so why are we seeing this rise, this sudden rise? Because in the past, they were saying it would be around 3%. It might be even lower than 3%. And so they were telling people, don't get your hopes up. And this is still, I mean, we're not talking about a large COLA increase for 2024, but every penny counts. And when we're looking at this and we're seeing it starting to rise, that's actually good for people who are going to be getting this COLA in 2024 because it's going up a little bit higher. Now, the hope is that it goes up only in September and then we start to see it drop again. And I think we'll probably see inflation drop again after September, and I'm going to show you the reasons why at the end of this video. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And just a reminder, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Threads, you can at the TEC Show Live. You can also follow my travel adventures on Instagram at Travel Explore Click. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can notice, but my voice, I'm losing my voice. So hopefully you guys can bear with me. My voice probably sounds a little bit different. But what I want to do here is I want to look at the gas prices. Because last week when they released the CPI score and the CPIW, they were looking at gas prices and they were saying the fact that gas prices are higher, that's why we saw an uptick. That's why we saw the CPIW at 3.3%. And so let's look at gas prices now because this will give us a good indicator of what to expect for September. Now, remember how this works. On October 12th, we're going to get the information for September. So we'll get the CPIW for September, and then that same day we will get the COLA for 2024. So they'll do the calculations and they'll let us know exactly what COLA looks like. One more thing. I will start putting out the spreadsheet. I think in the next couple of days, I'm going to roll out the spreadsheet, and that will have every amount, okay? So whatever you're receiving right now, you're going to see that on the spreadsheet that I put out, and then I'll have the projections of 3%, 3.1%, 3.2%. I might even go as high as 3.3%, and then I'll just show you the breakdown, okay? So I'm going to have to release, it's a lot of information, so I'll probably release at 3%. I'll release that one first, and then we'll do 3.1%. I'll release that one. Now, like I said, it's not going to be a big jump, but I want to cover all of the areas, okay, the most common areas where we think we're going to see COLA. That way, when they do announce COLA and they say it's at 3.2% or 3.1% or whatever they say, you can revert back to that spreadsheet and see exactly what you'll be receiving for COLA for 2024. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at these gas prices. So when it comes to gas prices, I really want to focus mainly on this area here, so regular gas and then diesel. Okay, these are the two main areas, and the reason why I want to focus on the regular gas is because most people, for the most part, they're going to get regular gas, okay, and most people have an option. Not everyone has an option. Some vehicles, they only take premium gas, but most people do have the option of getting regular gas. They don't have to get the higher grade gas. Okay, so let's look at the bottom here. So a year ago, we were looking at $3.67 or $3.68 if you want to round it up. So a month ago, gas prices, this is on average all over the U.S., okay? So that's what they're showing here. So in some places like California, it's approaching $6. I just saw some information that said it was approaching $6. Right now I'm in Colombia, so I'm kind of out of the loop. But when I get back to the U.S., I'm sure the prices around where I live is probably going to be in the high fives. So a month ago, gas prices was $3.86. A week ago, gas prices were $3.83. So you saw a week ago it dropped down just a little bit. But yesterday, gas prices were at $3.88, okay? And then the current gas price is $3.88, okay? So we're seeing, if we just look at this right here, this is a good indicator for us because this is pretty much what we're seeing in September. And also, if you go back a month ago, you see a month ago it was $3.86, but now it's $3.88. So it's staying steady. It's rising just a little bit, which means that the CPIW for September, the hope is, and I say hope because you have to understand the way this is working. If we're seeing inflated prices now, that's good for cola. Okay, so we want to see those inflated prices now, but then we want it to drop in October. And so if we're using gas as an indicator, it's a good sign because that would mean that the CPIW for September is probably going to be around the same neighborhood as the CPIW for August. So hopefully you guys are following me. So in August, we saw 3.3%. We might see another 3.3% or maybe even a little bit higher, 3.4%. And so that's good news when it comes to cola for 2024. Okay, so now I want to look at diesel. Now, the reason why I want to look at diesel is because transportation costs. So when it comes to food and the things that we purchase, it needs to get to the destination. And diesel trucks are bringing the products to us. So if diesel prices are going up, that means the cost of food is going up. That means the cost of other items are going up as well. So it's very important for us to look at that as an indicator too, because that will raise inflation in certain areas as well. Okay, so looking at diesel, if we go, let's start at the bottom here. So a year ago it was $4.95, and then you see it dropped drastically. So last month, if we're looking at last month, it was $4.34 or 35 cents if you want to round up. But look what's going on. It's starting to go up a little bit. So a week ago, $4.48. Yesterday, the average was $4.57. And then current price, $4.58. Okay? So that's what we're looking at right now when it comes to diesel. And so what does that tell us? That tells us that we're seeing this uptick. And if we're seeing this uptick here and we're seeing this uptick here, the CPI and the CPIW will probably increase. And then we're also talking about the Federal Reserve. They'll be meeting later today, and the anticipation is they will not raise interest rates. So if they're not raising interest rates, that means that we'll probably see an even higher uptick when it comes to the CPIW. But the bottom line is we're looking at gas prices. They're still increasing. And as long as they're increasing, inflation is going to go right along with that. And so looking at a 3.3% is probably going to be something that we'll see for September, which will mean overall we're going to be looking at maybe a 3.2% a COLA increase, or maybe even higher, depending on if the CPIW is for September is maybe 3.4, 3.5%. So we're going to have to keep our eye on this. I will follow this. Like I said, I'll let you guys have all the information that I get, and the spreadsheets, that's going to be very, very important as I roll those out. Hold on to those, and it'll just be a link, so you can just click on the link. And then once you do get that information, and I'll be announcing it, so make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell notification. October 12th, I'll be back. I will be announcing so you guys will know exactly what COLA looks like for 2024. And not only will you know what the percentage is, but you'll also be able to do the calculations because you'll have that spreadsheet. So if you guys have any other questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.